Hey everyone, Professor Paul Gale here, and today I wanted to take you outside for some nature training. Yes, being in the outdoors and combining that with some martial arts practice can be really fun, really therapeutic, and beneficial for your body both physiologically and mentally in several ways. You know, I personally find it a lot of fun, encouraging, and motivating to be outside. You get a different perspective of just how big the world is and how small you are in it, but what kind of impact can you make by practicing in the outdoors and focusing on the different elements. Right now it's windy, you know, it's not quite a gale force. I mean, there's one gale on scene right now, but you know, I'm feeling the wind. If I'm balancing on one leg, is it enough to topple me over? Not necessarily, but is it enough to give me a little bit of a different physical challenge? I would say yes. It's also a little bit cold outside, so my body's going to have to work a little bit harder to increase my body's temperature to stay warm, thus burning some more calories in the process. Sometimes you could train in the heat. Now you do have to be aware of the environment, just how hot it gets in that kind of situation. Maybe have to appropriately wear a hat, consume more water, stay hydrated and stuff like that. But how does your body react to the heat? Can you overcome the difficulty, the extra sweat that you're getting in, that little bit of discomfort? If you could overcome it, then you're just going to be that much harder and more resilient for future situations. Same thing with the cold. Yeah, it doesn't feel wonderful having cold, frigid air blast across your body, but if you could warm yourself up, if you could ignite that fire within and persevere, you will be more capable of handling those kind of environments in the future. Are you on the grass or on dirt after it rained and it's muddy or wet and slippery? You have to be careful because you don't want to tear anything, but how much does it impact your ability to rotate or to shift forward or step backwards, right? Clockwise, counterclockwise motions and stuff like that. Can you go as fast? Probably not. So you have to be more aware of the different muscles involved in your body as you rotate around the squishy mud beneath you or the wet grass. You have to be careful, of course, but there's something different to respecting the nature around you and also learning how to move your body in ways that you normally don't challenge yourself in a floor, in a gym, in a studio, right? So there's a lot of benefit in that case. Spatial awareness, both from a self-defense perspective, being safe, knowing your environment, where are good places to exit from, what to avoid, what could possibly fall on you, what to not trip on, etc. Also that spatial awareness of just how much there is to see. Look at something in the far distance. Train your eyes. Look at something close. Pinpoint something in the far back and right in front of you. Peripheral vision, from left to right. How much can you see around you? These are different eye training techniques that could improve your vision. Closing one eye, closing the other eye, putting one thumb out, putting fingers like this and seeing what eye do you see from. Can you challenge the non-dominant eye to get stronger? You'll never have more distance between yourself and another object than outside. You know, there's never going to be a room bigger than the earth, right? So there's a lot from that eye perspective that you could see a benefit to. The colors in nature, just a little bit different. Green, it's a very healthy color to look at. And whether you're looking at trees or grass, shrubs in the background, blues, the sky, the reflection coming off of your pool or other body of water, the reds and oranges, purple flowers, different pretty things that just kind of give you a little bit of a boost of energy, a little bit of a bit of peace, some comfort, something a little bit different, especially as we're so glued in on screens and smartphones and televisions and, you know, you name it, video games. Being outside and seeing that could be a little bit of a stress relief. Sound, what can you hear? What can you focus on? Yes, it might be sometimes not the most therapeutic to hear just some more craft, some machinery, airplanes, motorcycles, cars, although that could be therapeutic if you think of it, because, you know, you might hear a nice V8 engine rumbling by or something. But I'm talking about the natural sounds. Wind swishing by. Like I said, the gale force. Can you hear it? the birds chirping, leaves rustling, anything else that you could focus on. The smells. Hopefully you're smelling some nice smells. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of pollution in the air and that's not always the best, but I'm talking, the smells from flowers or trees blooming. Maybe you have some citrus trees nearby. Those are pretty. Or flowers, like I said. Somebody cooking. Maybe you're smelling someone else's good food, But there's a lot to that. Even just wet grass, right? The smell of the air is different post-rain, as an example. The feelings, the texture, the mud underneath you, if you're walking barefoot on, grass or dirt. It's fun. I want you to try to do this today. Go outside. If you have a backyard and you're in a safe environment, do so. Go out. Get in your proper warm-up, get in some arm circles, some shoulder rotations, work on the body from different angles, work on your neck. Don't forget this kind of stuff ahead of time. Do some transverse movements. Don't forget your legs, lower body stuff. Bring the feet behind you, in front of you, off to the side, you name it. Do all of that. Get in a warm-up. Then go ahead and practice some punches, some kicks, some blocks. Practice forms if you have enough space. If you don't have a backyard or like a safe environment in that regards, maybe one day you will. So hold on to this train of thought in the future, because you may have a park available, but it might not always be the most opportune time to go to a park and train, and your safety is the most important thing. But if you have the opportunity, go for it. Go outside and have some fun. Wear your uniform or not. I personally like to. I think it's more fun. It keeps me more clued in. One of my favorite things to do is go to the beach and train in the water as the waves are pushing me back and forth. I like that extra, resistance. It's fun and it's challenging. Sometimes to go with chest high, waist high, thigh high, calf high water, running it, etc. It's pretty cool. You'll get a little bit of an endorphin boost outside. Your dopamine levels will increase. You'll get some extra vitamin D from the sunlight. That feels good. That could help energize you. Meditate afterwards. When you're done, close your eyes. Get in some deep breaths for several minutes. See if you can isolate your senses and just focus on smells or on feelings or on, not sight in this case, because I would advise you to close your eyes, or on the audio splendors, right? Pay attention to things. Or see how many senses can you isolate independently yet focus on simultaneously at once. Oh, that's a mouthful, right? That could be fun. But, get in some warm-up time, some training time, and some eyes closed, peaceful, tranquil time. And whether you are a nature person or not, hopefully this activity is at least kind of fun for you. If you already like the outdoors but never thought to train outside, perhaps this will be awesome for you. And if you were never really a fan of being outside, then maybe this will be that one time that you're like, all right, that was kind of cool, I've trained in snow. Snow is cold, as you know, of course, but there is something kind of visceral and powerful about being barefoot in the snow. Like, trust me, it's cold, it's painful, but I always get something positive out of it. I'm not saying go do that or like jump in the pool in 50-degree water or anything. Like I said, be safe, have some water on hand always. Observe your environment, but see what can you get out of nature that you can't quite get indoors. All right? Thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this unique, hopefully, training session, and I will see you again in class very soon. Breathe, be happy, stay healthy, and have a good one. Bye.